Hello and welcome to SIBO Volatility 411. My name is Dan Deming and I'm with KKM Financial. We're looking at a VIX cash right around 32 currently. That's up on the day about $1.80. Now the range for today, at least here midday, is 35.50 on the top end, 29.25 on the low end. So we're pretty much right in the middle of the daily range. And when you look at today's price action, I want to point out that we are seeing the roll now, the Feb March roll negative about 30 cents. It was wider this morning. It got out to a negative 60 cents, and it was coming back in a little bit, but still negative on the session. And when you look at the term structure of the futures across the board, we are seeing a backwardation going all the way out to the end of the summer now, with the front month being bid up more so than the back months. Looking at the futures as well, I want to point out that even with the SPX down about 1% or better than 1% currently, we are seeing the futures outside of the front month pretty much flat on the day. So it is interesting that we're seeing the futures discounting the recent price action. Also, I want to point out that realized volatility continues to push higher. We're seeing 10-day realized volatility jumping from 12 to 18 week over week. And looking at the implied vol level at the money straddle on the SPX, that's gone up from 16.5 last week to 23.5 currently today. VVIX, measure applied volatility in the VIX options, 137, pushing up higher again once again this week, as we did see some volatility within the VIX options. And looking at the activity in the VIX options, I want to point out the most active activity is in the out of the money calls in February. To be expected, we're seeing volatility increasing on those out-of-the-money calls. Also, looking at the big trade there, the 30-40 call spread went up about 18,000 times. Another interesting trade is the trade in April and June. We did see a rolling of positions, it looks like, tied to futures of the April 32 half to the June 29 line. So another dynamic there as you look out on the spectrum. Next week, we got several things that could influence the vol structure, highlighted by the data points, manufacturing and unemployment, also earnings. Let's not forget about the single list volatility that's running through the market right now. I think that's having an impact on the VIX. Also, stimulus negotiations and the reopening narrative will also, I think, kick in next week.